Hey, Donna, you've got some serious explaining to do. I mean, seriously, what do you have to say for yourself? You call this lunch? You know that I hate mushrooms. Why did you pack me these nasty, slimy things in my lunch, huh? Oh, wait, you don't like mushrooms? Oh, I'm really sorry, Sammy. I had no idea about that at all until today. I really didn't know that you didn't like mushrooms at all. Actually, your mom and some of her friends just had a bunch from their gardens and gave me some, so I thought I would use them. Although now that I know that, I was actually making a nice mushroom stew for dinner tonight. Oh no, are you kidding me? You mean there's going to be more of these? Oh my god, why is my life always so hard? This isn't fair, they're so disgusting. I'm really, really sorry for the mix-up, but I've already started cooking the dinner since it was going to take a few hours to stew everything and get it ready. I really had no idea that you didn't like mushrooms, but if you really hate them this much, maybe you could just make your own dinner tonight? Is that supposed to be some kind of a joke or something? Are you trying to starve me right now? Not only did you basically try to poison me with these nasty little things in my lunch, but now you tell me that if I don't eat your stew, then I'll go to bed hungry? What did I do to make you hate me so much? Seriously, what is the matter with you? Sammy, please, I think you're being just a little bit unreasonable. Of course I don't hate you, and I certainly didn't do any of this on purpose or with any kind of intention. I just didn't know that you hated mushrooms so much. You really expect me to believe that? We've been living together in the same house for 3 years already. Are you really trying to make me buy that you don't know what I do and don't like? Honestly, you are just a little parasite living off of us, you know that? Please don't talk to me like this. I really don't think that I did anything to deserve you saying these kinds of things. Please don't call me names like that. Why shouldn't I? I'm just telling the truth, aren't I? You're a parasite, and I'm just calling it how I see it. If you don't like it, then maybe you shouldn't be one. I mean, you used to work for a huge company and be really successful, but the moment you married my brother, you decided to quit. You just forced all of the work onto my brother while you live the life of a pampered housewife. I don't see how you're anything but a parasite. I already explained to you that I changed my job recently and that I've been working from home. I'm not a housewife, I just have my job at the house now. I work full-time, you know. Oh, please, I know that isn't true at all. How are you going to sit there and try and tell me that you work when you just sit at home on your computer all day? I know that you don't actually work at all. You just try and make my poor brother do everything for you, you leech. I still just don't get why he won't divorce you yet. I asked you to please stop calling me things like parasite and leech. You know, if you're not going to go anywhere all day and just be at home, the least you could do is keep the place clean for us. You need to realize that you're only being allowed to live here at the mercy of my family. But I already do a lot for everyone here. I mean, I get up early in the morning so that I can make everyone's lunches. I feel like I do more than just my share around here. In fact, I would really like it if you actually stepped up a little bit more and helped out around the house. You know, when you talk to me like this, it really makes me not want to cook for you at all anymore. Ugh, I seriously just can't believe you. You are really just the worst, you know that? You don't have any right to talk to me like that as long as you're just living off my brother's hard work. The life you have is all thanks to him, and this is how you treat his sister? You need to understand that you are nothing but a freeloader here. Were you raised to show any kind of gratitude at all? Tell me, are your parents just as bad as you are? Okay, hold it right there. Now, I don't like you calling me names one bit, but I do draw the line at you bringing my parents into this. Do you understand? I am not going to stand for you insulting them. Well, if you don't want me talking about your parents, maybe you should act in such a way that I don't have to resort to that. Honestly, I don't know why we let you bum around here when you contribute nothing. You're just a burden on all of us. Ugh, I seriously just can't take it anymore. I am at my limit with your sister. I don't think I can stand to live with her another day. She is seriously pushing me way too far.
Whoa. Hold on, what's all this about? Did Sammy do something to upset you?
Of course she did. She's always trying to pick on me. But lately it's gotten a lot worse, and today she seriously crossed some lines for me. She was calling my parents stupid, Frank. My parents! And she kept going on about how I don't do anything around here and how I wasn't raised right.
Wow. Did she really say that? That really is taking things way too far. I mean, she already had been taking things far, but that is just too much.
I just don't get why she can't leave me alone. Who does she think she is to talk to someone like that? She is so rude. I mean, as if she has any right to tell me that I don't help out around the house. She is living in our house and she doesn't lift a finger to help.
I seriously just don't even know what to say to all that. I'm so sorry that you had to put up with her and her attitude, Donna. I'll try talking to her and explaining the situation in a way that she can understand it, okay? Let me try and handle this while you process everything, okay?
But Frank, how many times have you told me that you were going to talk to her and nothing has changed? I know that you mean well and that she's your sister, but things haven't gotten better for me at all.
I know, but I mean, please, just let me try one more time.
I don't think you say enough to her. You just let her off with warning after warning. Speaking of, have you even talked with your sister recently? I haven't really seen you stepping in and calling her out on things we've talked about.
Well, I'll do my best, but I can't force her to change. I mean, she just started looking for jobs in March, you know. I'm sure that she's feeling a lot of pressure right now and that she's lashing out emotionally at others, but she really isn't a bad person. She's just really stressed out.
I get that looking for a job can be stressful. I also changed my job not that long ago, remember? But I really don't think that excuses any of her actions, and I am shocked that you would try and justify the way she's been treating your own wife. What does her looking for a job have to do with my being a so-called freeloader? I mean, she knows that I work from home. You have told her that I work from home and that I'm the only one who works, right?
Of course I haven't told her that I don't work. I haven't told her anything like that at all.
Are you serious? Frank, I thought that we talked about this. We promised that you would talk to her.
But she's my sister. I'm her older brother. She's looked up to me ever since we were kids. I can't let her know that I don't have a job, but my wife does. Think how it'd break her heart as she found out about the truth.
So you're really going to prioritize protecting your own pride over telling the truth to help your wife? I really can't believe that you want to do something as silly as that when you know the kind of pain it's going to cause me. Is this why you haven't been more strict with her?
Well, I'm a brother. I can't be strict here. I still want her to like me. Besides, it isn't like my parents are going to let her live with them again.
That's right. Because they were also sick of dealing with Sammy's attitude, isn't that right? But you don't mind if I'm getting the brunt of it instead, you know. I've been thinking about moving back in with my parents.
Wait, what? Are you serious? Look, please don't do that. Who's going to provide for me if you're not here?
If you're really that worried about that, then I'm giving you one last chance to talk to your sister and set things right, or else. Promise me that this time you absolutely will talk to Sammy and tell her never to call me a freeloader or anything like that ever again. Got it?
Okay, yes. I got it loud and clear. I swear that I'll talk to her and that none of this is going to happen again.
I am serious about this, Frank. This is your final chance. If things don't improve, then I am going back to live with my parents, and that is that. What the heck is this squash doing in my lunch today, huh? Are you serious? You must seriously be trying to starve me or something. I hate squash. Why are you trying to feed it to me? What do you mean? I thought you liked it. When we went to that sushi restaurant and they had the squash tempura, you seemed to really like it, remember? I remember you saying that you thought it was tasty. I'm sorry, but did you bread and deep fry this squash? No, you didn't. It's just nasty, boiled, squishy squash. Why do you think I would ever want to eat this? I guess I just thought that you might have liked it in any form. Honestly, you are so useless. Why don't you know what I like and don't like yet? What is your problem, huh? I would have thought you'd have learned by now, but you haven't seemed to have gotten it at all. Sammy, I think that you and I talked about this not that long ago, right? If you are worried about getting food that you won't like in your lunches, then you should go ahead and make your own lunches. I'm not your mom, and this isn't a hotel, okay? Oh, I know you're not her. At least she could cook. But once again, you're getting your place because you're nothing but a lousy, no-good freeloader. And if you think that I'm going to sit here and take that kind of take from a parasite like you, you've got another thing coming. Why won't you just leave Frank and I alone already? If you're going to be so useless, there's no point in us keeping you around at all anyways. Excuse me? Are you serious? Do you think that that's any way to talk to me? Listen, I am the sister of your husband. Got it? That means that it's your job to learn what I do like and what I don't like. It is really that simple. Also, you should know that I already reached out to talk to your parents earlier. I told them how useless you were at home and what a lousy wife and sister-in-law you are. I asked them if this is the kind of person that they raised. Wait, hold on right there. Did you seriously call my parents and talk to them, Sammy? Of course I did, and I let them know all about what a lousy person you were in every single way. I also made sure to let them know that you're nothing but a parasite in this house living off the work of your poor husband. I asked them to tell me how they raised you that you turned out like this. I don't believe this. Honestly, just who do you think you are? You have got some nerve calling my parents and talking to them just to say that kind of crap. Well, I think that your parents were glad to know the kind of person their daughter had become. They were crying so hard and apologizing to me over and over again. They told me to tell you that you were welcome to get back there at any time. You see, we don't want you here, and your parents gave you an open invitation, so just leave already. I don't need a useless little worm like you in the house anymore. Excuse me? What did you just call me? Seriously, what is your problem? Just having to see your stupid face around the house every day is enough to seriously piss me off. You have no idea how hard I work every day trying to find a job, and yet you just rub your easy, cushy life in my face every single day. I can't stand having to live in the same house with you. Just knowing that we breathe the same air is enough to drive me crazy. I get that you're stressed about finding a job, but this is so much more than taking out your stress on someone else. You are just looking for someone to bully, and you chose me without even knowing anything about me. Excuse me? Is the little tapeworm trying to get all uppity again? Did you really forget your place again? I want you out of here. Out! All you do is eat our food and take up space. I wish my brother would just divorce you already. You aren't worthy of living with him. All right then, fine. If that's how you want it, I guess I'll just stop paying your tuition then. What do you mean? You don't pay my tuition. I also talked to my parents, and my mom said that she would be more than happy if I went home to live with them. I might just move out tonight. Hold on, seriously, what are you talking about? Why did you bring up my tuition? What does my going to college have to do with this at all? I mean, my parents pay my tuition, so I have no clue what you're on about. They did for the first year of your degree, yeah. But after that, your dad ended up losing most of his savings and wasn't able to continue supporting you. I mean, why do you think he asked you not to live in the dorms after your first year? Hold on. What are you saying? Why do you think my dad lost all of this money? Well, since I'm about to leave, I guess I can finally spill all of the beans to you. Your dad wanted to keep this from you, but he actually lost all of his money in an investment scam. After that, there was no way that he could afford to keep sending you to school. He came to me and asked if I could do anything to help take care of the situation. Hold on. No way. That can't be right. You're not serious, are you? My dad got scammed? And I had no idea about it? That's why he suggested that I move in with Frank? I thought he suggested it because it was really close to campus. Besides, Frank was the one who invited me to come and live with you guys. That was all just a farce so that you wouldn't suspect that anything was actually wrong. But you know, for being a college student, you were kind of slow to notice this. It was all a farce? This has to be some kind of a joke. That's right. I mean, we basically live a short bus ride away from your campus. Your dad didn't suggest that you move back home because they were already having enough financial trouble. But he also wanted to ensure that you didn't find out what had happened, so he planned with Frank to convince you to move in with us. I don't believe this. They all lied to me and I had no idea about it all? I was against it, of course, although you probably could have guessed that. I also guessed that once you found out, it might upset you and that it would have been better just to be honest about things. But Frank said that as your older brother and eldest child, it was his job to do this. I said okay, and then you moved in. I was hoping that things would be fine after that, but you got it in your head that I was some kind of a freeloader here, despite explaining to you over and over again that I work from home. In fact, for your information, I pay for everything in this house. You pay for everything? What do you mean by that? That can't be right. Frank pays for everything and you do nothing. That just isn't true. The truth is that I pay for your school. I pay for our food. I pay for the roof over our heads. It all comes out of my salary. And just so you know, I make $300,000 a year. What? You make that much money? That can't be. That's a huge amount of money. How can you make $300,000 a year? You've got to be lying to me. There is no way that a job you can do from home can pay that much. Well, it's the truth. Not to toot my own horn, but I make bank. Wait a second, I got it. I know what's going on now. You've got to be a streamer, right? That's why you have that big computer, the lights, the camera, and that's why you were playing games from so early in the morning. Ooh, so close and yet so far. No, I am not a streamer. I'm actually a programmer. You're a programmer? As in like a computer programmer? That's right, a computer programmer. And it wasn't long after Frank and I got married that I was offered this amazing job from a famous video game company and took it. Although because the company is based overseas and there's a time difference, I end up having to wake up early to work. I imagine that the times you were watching me play video games were the times that I was actually testing them. I program some games and I do quality checks on games that others have made. And this foreign company is willing to pay you $300,000 a year for that kind of work? Work that you don't even show up at an office to do. Of all the jobs that I was looking at, the highest salary I could get coming in was just $2,000 a month. And here you thought that I was just doing whatever I wanted at home all day long. I tried to tell you that I had a real full-time job, but you just wouldn't listen. But I still don't get it. That can't be. I mean, I understand that you have a job and that you make money, but I still don't get why it was you that was paying my college tuition. I mean, if my dad couldn't afford to pay it, then why wouldn't it fall to Frank to pay it? Oh, right. Good question. I almost forgot to tell you. I actually have another surprise for you. The truth is that Frank is unemployed and has been for a while now. Wait. My older brother doesn't have a job and hasn't for some time? What do you mean by that? You summarized it pretty neatly there, actually. But yeah, I think this is year 3 of him not working. I think he gave up looking after the first year, though, so when your dad came to us for help, I was the only one with any income. What? This isn't making any sense. I mean, how could my brother not have a job for 3 years? That means that he didn't even have one when I moved in here. That's right. And it was even before your father got scammed. He's been out of a job for a long, long time. I don't believe this. This is too much to take in all at once. This is just crazy. I know, your brother really is quite the piece of work, isn't he? He kept going on and on about how it was his job as the older brother, the eldest son, whoever else, to protect his family, but he doesn't actually contribute anything. Oh, and by the way, your brother actually fell for the same scam that your father did. You mean to tell me that both my older brother and my father fell for the exact same scam? Apparently, your dad did see some returns the first time, and so he invited Frank to invest with him. And that's when the scammer decided to strike. It's actually quite smart if you think about it. Let someone think they're making money so that they invite others to invest, and when you have several people's money, then you take it all. I guess neither of them must have thought anything suspicious of it, though, because they practically went in with all their savings. For Frank, that meant the last of the savings that he was living off of since quitting his job. That can't be true. Please tell me this is all some kind of giant joke or something. No way this is happening. So then not only is my brother jobless, but he's also penniless? That's right, although he told me about the scam after we had already agreed to take you in. I remember not knowing what to think at all when he sat me down that night and explained that I'd be paying for everything. I remember being in shock and calling his parents to ask if it was true, and that's when I found out that it all was. That's just terrible. How could he do that to you? Not just my brother, how could my family put you in a position like that? It was very hard on me, but it was even harder knowing that as I was doing everything for your family, that you would be at home always insulting me. But no, this is all just one big misunderstanding. You don't get it. So I guess you finally understand the kind of stress that I've been dealing with ever since the day that we took you in, right? But I didn't have any idea of what was going on. Please don't be like this. Oh, I'm sorry. Did you not know that for the past few years I was fitting all of your tuition for you without so much as a thank you from anyone? And that while I was doing that for you, you were screaming at me and harassing me and telling me to divorce your brother and get out of the house? Well, now I'm afraid that I have no choice but to leave now. It's just too bad that you had to kick me out before I could finish paying for everything. Oh no, what should I do? What should I do? I still have a whole year of schooling to pay for, but now I know that neither my dad nor my brother have any savings or jobs or anything left to their names. Yeah, that's basically what it sounds like. But anyways, it sounds to me like you have some serious chats to have with your family now. Given the time of day, I would guess that all of them are probably at the casino gambling away what little they do have as we speak. Wait. Why would they be gambling? I don't get it. Aren't they not even supposed to have any jobs? That's right. At first they were all telling me that they were out looking for work, but it wasn't long before I found out the truth. Apparently no one wanted to take a job that paid less than their old job. That or they wanted to work at some huge corporation and wouldn't settle for anything they considered too small. Instead, they thought they could turn their fortunes around by gambling. So even my dad was stupid enough to act this way? I just don't even know what to say. This is so ridiculous. I know that it may be hard to believe, but you can go and check this all for yourself. Anyways, I'm going to start packing things so that I can move out.
What's the matter with you? Why'd you tell Sammy everything? Don't you realise what you've done? She just burst into the casino, started yelling at us, and caused a whole scene. She was crying and kept crying until even my parents were.
And just what is wrong with my telling the truth to her, huh? You were the one who broke your promise to me. I told you to talk to Sammy and tell her not to call me a leech anymore. That was all you had to do. But you were so worried about your pride that you couldn't even do that.
What kind of way is that to talk to your husband? Seriously, just who do you think you are? You get back home and apologise to me right this instant. I'm serious. You think that just because you make a little money that you can treat people this way?
Oh no, I'm so sorry. I've actually already left the house and I don't plan on coming back anytime soon either. You can wait for me there as long as you like, but I won't be around.
What are you talking about? Are you kidding me?
By the way, I left the divorce papers on the living room table, so if you could sign those for me, that would be just great.
Hold on a second. What are you saying? You can't be serious, right? I mean, you want a divorce? That can't be right.
Well, wow, thank goodness that I make $300,000 a year. You think I care if I lose you as a husband? Of course I can lose you, so just sign them already.
Wait, no. Please don't do this to me. I couldn't handle that. Please, let's just talk this out. I know that we can make this work. I can change, I promise. Please, change your mind.
Donna, are you there? Please answer me. I really need to talk to you right now. I just really want you to come back, please. My school is threatening to kick me out. You have to come back and pay for my school. Please don't make me leave. You can still get me out of this mess. There's still time. Is it really such a big deal? I mean, you only have one more year of tuition left to pay. Surely you can afford to pay at least that much, right? It's, what, $3,000? Surely there would be a bank willing to loan you that much. But I don't want a lend from the bank. I mean, I will never be able to pay off the interest on that. There is no way that I could try and take a loan for that much. And since my dad and brother are broke, it isn't like I can turn to family to try and get that kind of money. I don't know what to do. If I really want to take out that kind of money, I'll probably have to turn to a loan shark or something like that. Please, you have to loan me the money. I am begging you. You have got to be kidding me. Are you being serious right now? Do you really think that I would give you that kind of money or ever want to help you after the way you treated me? You've got some serious growing up to do, you know that? Besides, there are plenty of places that would lend you that much money, no doubt. But I already tried asking around for a place to lend me that much, and I was rejected every single time. Wait, what? You were rejected for a loan like that to finish your studies? But why? Did something happen? Well, apparently my mom took out several credit cards in my name and maxed out every single one. And so it's all thanks to her that I won't be able to get a loan from anywhere no matter how hard I tried. I've basically been blacklisted. Wow, well, that is just horrible, isn't it? There was a time when I thought that your mom might have been the one of your family who wasn't quite as bad. But she might actually have been the worst member of your family. There isn't a single person you can trust in your family, is there? But now you understand the awful hand that I've been dealt, right? You have to do something to help me. You can't just leave me like this. None of this was really my fault. I didn't know anything, so you have to forgive me. Please, you're the only one who can help me. I don't have anywhere else I can turn to, as you can see. Look, you can try to beg and plead with me all you want, but the fact is that Frank and I are divorced. I mean, we're not even sister-in-laws anymore. The fact is that you're nothing to me, and I have less than no reason to help you. I don't get it. You can't be serious, right? Please don't be like this. I really need your help. You're all that I have left. I mean, we lived together for 3 whole years. We're friends, aren't we? Isn't that worth anything? You know, in those whole 3 years, for every single one of those 1,095 days, I can't think of a single happy memory that I have with you. Please, I didn't mean any of it. I didn't know. You can't treat me like this. I am so close to graduating. I already told you that I wouldn't help you, and that is final. Just be thankful that you still have your family. I'm sure all of you can work together and figure something out. After that, I returned to live with my family and was able to really focus on my career. A while after I moved back in, my parents told me about the call that they got from Sammy. They just couldn't believe that that was the girl that I'd lived with for 3 years. When they got that call, they felt so bad for me and couldn't wait for me to move back in with them. Apparently, they were so worried for me that they were moved to tears. The last time I heard about Sammy, she had apparently taken a year off to raise money in order to pay for school and finish her degree. But try as she might, she was never able to make enough to pay for her school, her family's debts, and the credit cards taken out in her name. She never was able to return to school, so I heard. I also heard that after I left, things went much worse with her family. Frank blamed his parents for his divorce, and they in turn blamed him for not having better control over his wife. The nightly fights grew so loud that all the neighborhood could hear them. They also only spent more and more time at the casino. They would fight, then all run off to the casino when they got worn out.
Faye, why the heck has this happened? You've really gone and messed up Mom's flower bed now.
What? I was only asking you to go out and take care of all the weeds in her flower bed, okay? But tell me, why the heck did you start to yank out all of her very precious flowers from out of there? They were all going to bloom their very best this year, and you ruined all of them. My mom has been the one putting her back into making sure all those flowers would be perfect. Wait a second. Didn't you tell me to go out and pull all the weeds in her flower bed? That's why I went ahead and pulled everything you said to be pulled.
Huh? Are you going to blame your failures on your own sister-in-law now?
Well, this was my first time ever being asked by you to help you with the garden. So you can't get upset with me for not knowing what is what. And up until today, you had been asking me over and over again, day after day, to help you with your mom's flower bed. So this is all a little bit strange that you're doubling back on what you told me to do before. To be honest, I thought the garden was looking perfectly fine from what you'd done to it, so I was a bit confused as to why you wanted me to pull more plants from it. But I wasn't going to question you because I assumed you knew what you were doing.
Well, I never asked you to pull all her flowers, too.
You don't even have proof of me saying that to you, so stop trying to blame me. What? Do you have proof of me saying something like that to you before? Did you have a video or something taken of the whole situation that you can use as evidence of what you're claiming? Even a recording of me telling you to pull all those plants? You have nothing, yet you're going to sit there blaming me over what you screwed up?
You're the only one that seems to want to blame me for only following through with what you asked me. Now, this isn't even the first time you've started to claim I'm the liar in things. Faye, you are such a useless frickin' woman, aren't you? That kombucha Mom had been spending years making into the perfect drink, you threw out. And just last month, you threw away some of Mom's favorite clothing and shoes, right? And that was all done because you asked me to do so. You told me that the kombucha was way too old and that it had mold growing all inside it, and that's why you wanted it gone. And when it came to the clothing and shoes, you said you wanted to declutter her closet, and those were the things you wanted me to toss. And do you have evidence of me telling you to do all those things? You did all of that without me asking you, didn't you? Are you kidding me? You are totally screwed now, Faye. You're supposed to be a good wife to my brother and his family, but all you do is show your hate for our mom. You should have been getting along really well with my mom by now, but instead you totally hate her. I bet that after all this, she's going to tear you a new one. What? And not only will my mom be on you about all that's happened, but so will my brother. I mean, you've been hating on your own mother-in-law and then blaming your sister-in-law for all the terrible things you've done. He's going to find out just how toxic of a wife you are and will probably ask to divorce you. You'd better get started on getting your bags together and then get ready for him to kick you out of the house. Faye, I'd like to talk with you about what happened to the flower bed. Do you have time to talk with me? I am so sorry about what happened today. No matter how it happened, I was the one that pulled all those flowers out. I'll pay for you to get all brand new flowers the next time you go out. You don't have to worry about any of that, all right? We both know that this is all Monica's fault, right? I already know all the details, so you don't have to pay for me to get anything new. What? Monica asked for you to go out and take care of all the plants in that flower bed, right? And she specifically asked for you to clean out the flower bed with my most important flowers, right? Well, listen, Faye, I heard all that conversation through my window. You were around there? I heard that you'd gone out with some of your friends for the day. When I was about to leave the house, my friends told me that they'd be a little late, so I didn't have to go just yet. That's why, at the time, I was still in the house waiting on them to get back with me. And while waiting, I was in the room playing with the cats. Is that right? That's why I was able to hear your guys' conversation through the window. I even heard her saying very rude things to you as well. So don't worry, I'm not upset with you at all. But it is a fact that your most important flowers are all gone now. I'm so sorry about that. It's all fine. It's really all fine. I actually wanted for that flower bed to be cleaned out so that I could plant some new ones. So that's why, when I overheard what she'd asked of you, I didn't come out and stop you. If anything, you helped me out a ton by doing that. Next time, allow me to take you out to eat as a thank you. No, you don't have to. Oh, calm down now. I'd really love to take you out. And I mean to do it as an apology as well. To think that my precious daughter-in-law is being picked on that badly by my daughter? She must be so jealous of you being around her brother so much now that she thinks she can get away with what she's done. I'm really sorry for everything Monica's been doing to you. Has Monica always acted like this? I heard that she's always been really close to her brother for the longest time now, but I didn't think she'd be this bad. The two of them are a bit distant in age, and that might be why she loves him so much. She's even at the age now where she's saying the only men she wants in her life have to be like her brother. She wants them to be like her brother? I was really hoping when she got to this age she'd find someone who'd take her eyes off her own brother, but that time has still not come. I think from now on you should stop coming over to our house to be around her and I. Go ahead and stay back at your place and take some time to enjoy not having her around you. I'd really like to warn her to stop acting like such a toxic mess, but I'm not sure that would help the situation at this moment. Thank you so much for thinking about me, Dina. So while you're away from my house for a while, let's go out once or twice a week for coffee or something. Actually, I've really had an itch to go out to some fancier cafes in town. But at most of those places, all the people that go are really young, and I feel a little self-conscious about someone my age going in there. If I have someone young like you with me, then I'll be a bit more confident. If that's what you want to do, then let's go. I actually really love going to cafes myself. Oh, is that so? Then let's go out the next time you have some time and find a fancy cafe. And as a sorry for my daughter's actions, I'll be the one treating you.
Hey, Faye, you can't just run away from me, you freak.
Huh?
Recently, you haven't been coming over to this house at all, have you? I have a lot of things that I want to ask you to come and do, yet you always have had a reason to say no to me.
Well, you asking me to come over and help you out is just you wanting to do more awful things to me, right? I'm not going to allow you to do that stuff to me anymore.
Stop messing around. You should just shut the hell up and let me pick on you like a good sister-in-law. After all, you got married to my most favorite man in the world, so you deserve to live with a little bit of harm caused to you.
Huh?
Yet instead of being picked on all the time, you've been going out with my mom for tea and coffee, right? All while you keep telling me you're too busy to come help me. I'm tired of you leaving me out of everything like that, you idiot.
And your mom is the one that told me that when we go out for coffee, just the two of us is fine. If you happen to have any complaints about that, then go to your mom about it.
Crap! What the hell has all of my work been for? I have worked so hard to get you and my mom to hate each other, and yet here you both are going out with one another still. And I've heard this from her as well. You and my brother are still proceeding with the plans to have that wedding? It pisses me off that you and my mom are getting along so well.
Well, it just so happens that her and I think a lot alike. She's even been willing to help me with things like decorations for the wedding and what kind of dress I should wear. She really seems to like all the things I do, and that's why I've kind of let her run wild with the preparations for the wedding. That's about half of what we talk about now when we get together.
No matter how close you become to my mom, I am not going to allow it. And you having a wedding with my brother is definitely not happening.
Are you saying that you're against your brother and I having that wedding?
Of course I am. Even now, I hate the fact that he even decided to marry you in the first place. But now you both want to have a wedding? I do not want my brother being loved by everyone in front of me. You have to understand how much this all hurts me, right? So hurry up and cancel your plans for that whole disgusting event.
Really?
If you don't cancel that wedding, I'll do everything in my power to stop it myself. And just because you have my mom's love now doesn't mean you can use her as a way of stopping me either. See what happens? That wedding dress you had all ready for tomorrow is now nothing more than dangling scraps of fabric. I tore it all up into little pieces and threw it in the trash. Now you have no choice but to cancel the wedding tomorrow.
What? What are you talking about? What did you just say to me, Monica?
I went into your room and took that dress of yours and destroyed it. I heard my brother talking with you on the phone a little while back, and that's where I learned about where you were keeping your dress for the wedding. So all I had to do was get that key to your place from my brother and make my way inside to ruin that dress. I made sure to do it while you were out of the house, and bam!
That means you just committed breaking and entering. And the fact that you waited for me to be out of the house? Have you been waiting in front of my place all day long?
I have. That's why I woke up this morning around 4 a.m. and then waited outside all day. And when I saw you come running out of there and locking your door behind you, I sprung into action. It's all said and done now, though, as your dress is completely ruined.
This is all... I can't even comprehend things you're saying anymore. I didn't think things would get this bad.
Huh? The reason all this got so bad was because of you, Faye. You deserve every bit of it, and I hope you know that. I told you way before to cancel the wedding you wanted to have with my brother, right? But you totally ignored what I'd asked and continued to work on the plans for your wedding. That's why all of this is happening to you now, you freaking idiot. And so that's why your stupid-looking dress is all torn up in the trash now. Now you have no other choice but to cancel that wedding.
That dress was your mom's.
Huh?
I had that dress all put together for her as a surprise. Hearing that you've gone and tore it all up and thrown it out,
What am I going to do? Wait a second. Hold on. What do you mean that was my mom's dress? That was your wedding dress in there, right?
and that's where you're wrong, Monica. That dress that was in my place was the dress we put together for your mom to wear tomorrow. She's been married for 40 years now, and tomorrow was going to be your brother and my way of celebrating that with her.
What? A way of celebrating her?
When I was having coffee with her one time, she told me all about it. She told me that she's been married for almost 40 years now and never actually had a wedding. Your mom happened to have your brother just after getting married, and so your parents never had the time to have a wedding after their marriage.
I've heard about something like that from her. But how does that have anything to do with your wedding also being about celebrating her marriage?
Well, she had been working with us to plan it all out, right? And while doing so, she seemed to want to wear a wedding dress herself since she never had the chance to. We heard that she wanted to have some pictures taken with your dad during our wedding to sort of have that feel of being at her own wedding. So when we heard all of that, your brother and I wanted to make the day special for her. And after talking with your brother about it for a bit, we decided we'd have a surprise ready for her. And this year is her 40th anniversary to your dad, right?
What?
Your mom was so happy to hear that we had things planned out for her and your dad. But she let us know that she was now too old for anything fancy, so she just wanted us to prepare a cheap dress for her. However, we wanted her to feel special about her day, and that's why we went through all these lengths to get her an amazing and expensive dress. Actually, I happen to be really good at working with clothing, so that dress was in part made by me. I had finally finished all the improvements I wanted to make on it and planned to surprise her with it tomorrow. But now you've told me you've ruined that whole dress and tossed it.
No. I didn't know anything about that. About you and planning on making the wedding about mom and dad as well. I didn't know that. I didn't even know you knew how to sew.
That's not going to make for a good enough excuse now. First, you need to apologize to me. Not only did you break into my house, but you ruined the dress I worked so hard on improving. So stop it with any excuses and apologize.
Shut up. It's your fault for making me think that was your dress.
Huh?
Now you listen here. If you had planned on making your wedding about my mom and dad as well to celebrate their marriage, then you tell me about that as well. Something like that should be handled by all my parents' children. Yet you both took it upon yourselves to do all of that for them and never telling me a thing. It's because you do such terrible things like that that the dress was ruined.
And I told Faye not to tell you a dang thing, Monica. I didn't even want you to be a part of this, so quit your whining and apologize.
Is that you, Mom?
I cannot believe you're my kid. It's the day before their wedding and you've gone and committed a crime? And you expected them to come tell you about all of this? If they had, your only reaction would be telling them to leave me alone and cancel their wedding. That's why I asked your brother and Faye not to tell you anything, because you would have ruined it for all of us, like you've done just now. I wanted that to be a surprise from the newlyweds on their day of celebration.
Wait a minute, Mom. Why are you, of all people, using Faye's phone to talk to me?
Because I'm with her right now getting coffee. She asked me to come out with her so that we could talk about the wedding one last time before it happens. Her husband is at work all day today, so she wanted to run through all the plans with me instead. So we talked about all that for a bit and have since then been relaxing and drinking coffee together.
You guys are together today as well?
We were so happy to try this new cafe and you've come and ruined it all for us. And hearing that you went and ruined that whole dress Faye worked so hard on as a surprise for me, how are you going to take responsibility for this one, Monica?
You can ask me that all you want, but I don't care. I just happened to make a small mistake is all. And you said you were too old for expensive dresses, right?
That's right. Hence why we bought one worth around $5 online. But Faye has been working so hard on that dress, making it look as though it's worth thousands. I've been looking forward for so long now to see how amazing the dress would look when she was done with it.
$5? I can pay you that all right now. So stop getting so upset with me, Mom. Just have Faye get another dress for you and work on sewing it up all over again.
Have her get another dress for me and do it all again? You have no idea what you're talking about, do you? Do you not have an ounce of knowledge in your head about how freaking difficult it is to sew up a dress to make it look as though it's worth thousands of dollars? I will not allow my own daughter to say such thoughtless and rude things like that again. Faye worked so hard on that dress to make sure it'd be ready in time for me, and still look leagues better than when we bought it. There is not another woman in this world as nice as her who'd be willing to do such a hard task. And here you are hurting that perfect woman. I want you to know that I'll never forgive you for what you did today, you brain-dead child.
Brain-dead child?
I've already talked to you about this before. I understand that you really like your brother a lot, but that you need to quit it with being so jealous. As his little sister, the best way to show how much you love your brother is to celebrate his marriage to his wife. I told you about that before, right? And you replied by saying you were shocked, but would be willing to celebrate with the rest of us. Well, what the hell was all this about then? You lied to me about being a good little sister and hurt your brother's wife's feelings. We don't need liars like you who find joy in ruining family events in our family. I don't even want to see your face anymore, so don't even bother coming back home ever again.
You don't want me coming back home? Wait, Mom! You should be happy to see that your cute little daughter is so jealous of your son. I do think I messed up by making a mistake and ruining your wedding dress for tomorrow, but come on, Mom, I'm still your cute baby girl. You can't kick me out of the house for something as simple as this.
Something as simple as this? Is that what you've just said to me? Well, what about you having Faye pull all my flowers out of that flower bed? And what about you asking her to throw away my kombucha? And what about all my clothes and shoes you had her throw out? Listen here, you. I know about everything you've had Faye do, and about how you blamed everything on her for it. That's all a part of why I want you gone, and I'm going to make sure you never come back to me.
Why do you know about all of that? This must mean that Faye went and told you, didn't she? That witch needs to learn her place as my brother's wife. She has no right trying to become good friends with you, Mom.
Enough!
Mom, everything she told you about is all a lie to get you to try and be upset with me. She doesn't even have evidence of me asking her to do all of those things for me, right? That witch just hates you and wants to try and throw me under the bus for it all.
I have evidence. She just didn't want to say anything to you about it. I've had a camera up in both the living room and out back by the garden.
What? Cameras?
Recently, things like that have really taken off on YouTube, where people record their everyday lives and will upload them for some views. So I did just that and put cameras up all over the house. And not just cameras, but microphones too, so that I can also catch good audio.
You were able to catch everything on those?
I was. Every single word and action. All of the actions you took against your sister-in-law, Monica.
This has to be a joke.
The dress that Faye is planning to wear for her wedding is a simple rental. So it was never going to be at her house before the wedding, and she'll have that wedding tomorrow. But you are not allowed to come to that wedding, and we'll make sure security knows that. You can spend the whole day cleaning up all your things at the house and leaving before we get home.
It's all your fault, and now I'm getting kicked out of the house because of you. And I won't even be able to come to the wedding today to see my brother in his fancy tuxedo. Why did you do this to me?
I don't know. Maybe you deserve to have all this happen to you?
What? What is that attitude? You have no right talking to your sister-in-law like that.
Well, starting today, I am going to talk to you like this because that's how people have to talk to children that act out. I wanted to become good friends with you since you're my sister-in-law, but I can see that you're not old enough yet to understand that. So starting today, I'm going to react to you the way you've been acting towards me in order to give you a taste of your own medicine.
And just because you got to have your wedding today, it doesn't mean you can start acting all tough. I am not going to let you get away with this. so you'd better be prepared for what comes next.
Oh, so scary. Well then, I guess you'll never be able to see me or Faye ever again. You will never get to see your brother that you love so much ever again. So good luck dealing with that one.
What?
I heard all about you from Mom. You have been trying so hard to do things behind my back to make you seem like a little angel, and my wife like a demon. Faye never talked to me about any of it, because she thought you were just going through a phase.
Is this really you, Ben?
I'm really happy to see that you love me so much as your brother, but I didn't think that you being so close would cause you to become so toxically jealous of Faye. Therefore, to make sure you never come near her again, you won't be seeing the two of us ever again. We are both going to put a lot of distance between ourselves and you.
Wait a minute, Ben. There's no reason for even you to want to run away from me.
Oh, come on now, Monica. I can't deal with your crap anymore. You really think I'm going to let you continue to pick on my beautiful wife like that? For the rest of time? I think this is the perfect time for us to go our separate ways. So thank you for being such a witch.
I don't want you leaving me. I don't want to lose my only brother.
Then get your butt over here and apologize to Faye. I want you on your hands and knees apologizing for every single thing you did to her. Can you do that for me?
What?
Thank you so much for being a close and cute little sister to me. But how things are with you now, you're not cute anymore, and you shouldn't be acting like such a baby. It's actually creepy as hell. And the fact that you still get so jealous that you begin to harm others over me, it's wrong. So very wrong for someone your age.
What do you mean wrong? I have loved you ever since I first laid my eyes on you, Ben. And now you're married to someone that isn't me. What's so bad about me being jealous of her having you more than I can have you?
I'm starting to agree with Mom and Faye. You need to find yourself a hobby or something. Then, you'll probably forget about me, and maybe even find yourself a man of your own.
I can't do that. I've never wanted any hobbies, and that's why I don't have any friends right now.
Then I guess your only option is to stay a lonely person forever, and die that way. You're never going to be cared for by Mom and Dad again, and you'll never see Faye or I again either. So go ahead, and get started on your life of being forever alone, will you?
Ben!
You may not have noticed, but I'm very upset with you. When I heard that you wanted to ruin my wedding with Faye by destroying her dress, I just lost it. Have a good one, Monica. I hope someday you'll be able to forget about me and find a man of your own that'll want to be around you.
Monica ended up being kicked out of her parents' house, and she's now living in a small apartment by herself in town. But it seems that not having her brother around her anymore has really taken a toll on her. So when she gets home from work, she just sits on the couch staring blankly at her TV that she never switches on. As for Dina, she's told me that she'd really love to have a wedding of her own held in her garden. So right now, we're both working hard on her garden to make it all beautiful for the day we throw her a wedding here. Even Ben is working with us to make sure things are set up for her big day.
Thanks so much, big bro. The landlord said they'd evict me if I missed another rent payment. I was so scared when they put that final notice on my door yesterday. Oh, if you hadn't paid for me, I might have ended up homeless. You're always there for me when I need you the most. You're literally the best big brother in the whole world.
What? What's this about, Molly? Did you borrow money from Tom again? I thought we had a family discussion about this last month. How many times has this happened now? Our household budget isn't unlimited, you know.
Oops! Oh my gosh, I'm so embarrassed. I accidentally sent this message to you instead of my brother. I meant to send it to Tom. My fingers must have slipped on the screen.
What a convenient mistake. You seem to have a lot of these accidental messages lately, don't you? You're always so forgetful, aren't you? Well, since you've already spilled the beans, why don't you tell me everything? You fell behind on rent and Tom paid it for you? Again?
It's nothing, really nothing at all. I'm not behind on rent and I haven't asked my brother for anything. You must be misunderstanding something. See you later, Sarah. Don't you dare run away from this conversation, Molly. This isn't the first time you've accidentally revealed things. Remember last week when you accidentally sent me a screenshot of your shopping spree that Tom funded? I really don't know what you're talking about. Maybe you misread my message. I type so fast sometimes, things come out wrong. I can read perfectly well. You know, this reminds me of last month when you accidentally sent me pictures of that designer bag Tom bought you, the one that cost more than our monthly grocery budget. That was different. He wanted to get me a birthday present. Brothers can buy their sisters presents, can't they? Your birthday is in October. It was February. Early birthday present? You know, planning ahead and all that. Anyway, I'm super busy right now. Gotta run to a very important meeting. If Molly won't talk, I'll have to ask you directly, Tom. So you gave Molly money again, and this time you even paid her overdue rent after we specifically agreed not to enable her behavior anymore?
What? How do you know about that? That was supposed to be a secret between me and Molly. She promised she wouldn't tell anyone.
Molly accidentally sent me the thank you message that was meant for you. She then went silent without explaining, making up excuses about typos and meetings. That's why I'm asking you directly.
Well, you see...
You promised me recently that we wouldn't give any more financial help to Molly from our household budget. We shook hands on it, so what is this about?
But I couldn't just abandon my sister when she was in trouble. You should have seen her, Sarah. She was crying on the phone saying she'd be homeless. She was 3 months behind on rent, and they were threatening to evict her. What kind of brother would I be if I didn't help?
The kind who keeps his promises to his wife. The kind who prioritizes his own family's well-being. How much was it this time?
Just, not that much. Just $2,400.
What? That is more than our monthly mortgage payment. Are you out of your mind?
But she really needed help. If you could have seen how upset she was sobbing on the phone, saying she had nowhere to go. She even mentioned having to sleep in her car.
Why is she behind on rent in the first place? Didn't she just get a new job at that marketing firm? The one you pulled strings with your college friend to get her?
Well, she quit again. But it wasn't her fault this time.
What? That's the 5th time this year and we're only in March.
Well, she had another conflict with her coworkers. You see, she wanted to be in product development, but they put her in HR. They wouldn't transfer her no matter how much she asked. She said the HR manager was totally unfair about it.
Well, of course they wouldn't transfer a new hire to a popular department right away, especially since Molly has basically been a NEET until recently and has never held a job for more than 2 months. She has zero relevant experience.
Don't call her neat. That sounds so harsh. She's been finding herself. Exploring her options. Figuring out her path in life.
Finding herself for the past 3 years since graduating while living off your handouts? That's not finding yourself, that's avoiding responsibility.
It's not easy figuring out what you want to do in life. Not everyone can be like you, knowing their career path from day one.
And apparently it's not easy keeping a job either. What happened at the coffee shop last month? The one where you were so excited about it because it would teach her responsibility?
That wasn't her fault. Her manager was totally unreasonable. They kept changing her schedule without proper notice.
You mean when they asked her to work weekends like everyone else in the service industry has to do?
She needs her weekends for self-care. You know how sensitive she is. She gets anxious if she can't have her regular yoga and meditation sessions.
And the boutique job before that, the one she begged you to help her get because fashion was her true calling.
The customers were mean to her. They kept making unreasonable demands.
Because she was on her phone instead of helping them. I saw the Yelp reviews.
She was having an anxiety attack and needed to text me. She gets overwhelmed sometimes in social situations.
She was posting selfies on Instagram. I saw them. #WorkingGirlLife with her posing in the store mirror while customers waited.
She wants to keep a job long term, but she always ends up having conflicts with people at work. Some people just aren't cut out for customer service. It can't be helped.
She's the one causing these conflicts. She skips work when she doesn't like the assignments and has frequent unauthorized absences, shows up late because she needs her beauty sleep, and then gets fired and can't pay her rent. Why should our family have to deal with her problems?
Molly's just more sensitive than most people. She needs extra understanding and support. At least we as family should understand her.
You are always defending her and spoiling her. If you want to keep giving her money, use your own personal allowance. Stop dipping into our family savings.
What? Why are you being so strict about this?
I checked our bank statement. You've been withdrawing money without telling me. If you want to play the hero for your precious sister, do it with your own money. And you're definitely paying back what you took from our joint account.
But my allowance isn't enough. She needs more help than that.
That's the point. Maybe if you couldn't afford to keep bailing her out, she'd actually have to grow up and face reality.
You're being too harsh. She's trying her best. She really is.
Is she? Remember when she said she was trying her best at that office job? The one your friend's company created specifically for her?
Yes! She worked so hard there. She was really giving it her all.
She worked there for 3 days, Tom. 3! And you know why I remember that number so clearly? Because you made me cook her special congratulations on the new job dinners for all 3 of those days.
Their environment was toxic. They expected too much from her.
They asked her to come in at 9 a.m. like everyone else instead of 11 a.m. like she wanted. That's not toxic, that's normal. The world doesn't revolve around Molly's preferred schedule. Just pay back the money you took from our joint account, okay? Hey, Sarah, just letting you know I stopped by your house earlier. Can't believe you weren't home to welcome me. What? We took back your spare key after the last incident with my missing jewelry. How did you get in? Tom lent me his key. Isn't he just the sweetest big brother ever? He did what? After everything we discussed? Oh, and I'm taking that expensive Wagyu steak from your fridge. The marbling looks amazing. It's my boyfriend's birthday and I don't have money for a nice dinner, so this really helps. I can't wait to cook it for him. You're joking. Breaking into our house and stealing our food, that is literally a crime. Do you understand that? Don't be so dramatic. We're family, so it's fine. I'm even being nice enough to tell you about it. Most people wouldn't even do that. Telling me about it after the fact doesn't make it okay. Put everything back right now. Well, I'm going to enjoy this. Oh, and I spotted this gorgeous cake in the back of the fridge. It looks super fancy. Put that cake back right now. Don't you dare touch it. Why? It looks super fancy. My boyfriend will love it. He has such a sweet tooth. That cake is not for you or your boyfriend. Put it back immediately. Sharing is caring, and Tom always said family should share. That's what makes us family. That custom-made cake cost $85. It's not meant for you. Wow, that expensive? Oh, even better that I'm taking it then. I could never afford something like that on my own. You're so lucky to be able to buy such fancy things. Molly! Already out the door, thanks for the food. You're the best sister-in-law ever. This is the last straw. You've ruined everything. That steak and cake were for Lucy's birthday. We've been planning this for weeks.
What? What's going on? Did someone break into our house? Are you okay?
Yes, a thief named Molly, your precious sister, struck again.
What?
Apparently you gave her your key. She broke in while we were out and stole the Wagyu steak and the custom birthday cake from our fridge.
I'll buy everything again on my way home from work. The steak was for a special dinner, right? And Lucy likes vanilla cake, doesn't she? We can fix this.
Lucy's currently obsessed with chocolate cake, specifically triple chocolate with rainbow sprinkles, and I ordered a special custom cake with her favorite cartoon character, the one she's been talking about non-stop for months. You can't just pick that up on your way home. She was so excited about that cake.
Maybe we could call the bakery and rush to order another one? I'm sure they could make an exception.
They need 3 days notice for custom designs. You know that because I told you when I ordered it 2 weeks ago. I showed you the design. You even helped pick the colors.
Well, let's make it up another time. We'll have a fancy dinner today with whatever cake we can get. And we can have another birthday party next week with the custom cake. Lucy would probably love having 2 parties.
That's not the point. Do you even understand what Molly did?
She just borrowed some food. We can replace it.
Borrowed? How exactly does one borrow food they've already eaten? Do you hear yourself?
Well, I mean...
And how many times has this happened now? Last month it was my new dress for Lucy's school ceremony, the one I specifically ordered for the mother-daughter photo we had planned.
Molly needed something nice for a job interview. She said it was her dream job.
Which she never showed up to, and the month before that she borrowed my laptop.
Her computer was broken. She needed it for job applications.
And where's my laptop now? The one with all my work files.
She said she'd return it soon. She's just been busy.
It has been 2 months. I had to buy a new one to meet my deadlines.
Hell, ask her about it.
I've had enough. If you're going to keep letting this slide, I want a divorce.
What? No, that's going too far.
Just get it through your head. What you're doing to Molly isn't just spoiling her. You are causing harm to everyone around you, and worst of all, you're ruining Molly's life.
Huh? How am I ruining her life? I'm helping her.
I could overlook a mild sister complex. I have a beloved sister too, and I understand wanting to help when she needs it. But you two have gone way too far. It is not normal to trample over your family just to spoil her.
Trampling? That's not... I would never...
Yes, you are. You just sacrificed your daughter's birthday to prioritize Molly. Your precious sister matters more than your own daughter, doesn't she?
That's not true. Look, I'll rush out and buy meat and order a cake. But can't she be just a little patient?
A little patient, huh? Well, imagine when Lucy grows up and gets married. If her husband was causing her trouble, would you tell her to just be a little patient?
That's...
Well, what if her husband kept saying, "My sister's just so cute, I can't help it," while spending their money without permission, making Lucy take care of his dependent relatives, and not even celebrating her birthday? Would you still tell her to be patient?
That's different.
Remember last Christmas, when Molly showed up unannounced and ate all of Lucy's chocolate advent calendar? The one Lucy had been so careful with, only opening one door each day?
She was having a bad day. Her boyfriend had just broken up with her.
Lucy cried for hours. She kept asking what she did wrong for Aunt Molly to take her calendar. And what about Lucy's first day of school, when Molly borrowed money for emergency rent last month and we couldn't buy Lucy the backpack she wanted?
We got it the next week. She understood.
She had to use a paper bag for her first day of school, Tom. A paper bag, while all the other kids had their new backpacks with their favorite characters.
I didn't realize. I didn't think.
No, you never realize, because you're too busy realizing everything Molly wants.
I just wanted to help her. I thought I was being a good brother.
Love isn't just about giving someone whatever they want. Sometimes love means saying no. But if you can't understand that, then we are done.
Wait, please. I don't want a divorce. This doesn't have to go that far. We can work this out.
I've told you many times that I don't want to help Molly anymore. Why should I listen to your "I don't want" when you never listen to mine?
Well, that's...
Remember when Molly needed emergency money for her cat's vet bills?
The cat was sick. It needed surgery.
The cat doesn't exist. She spent it on concert tickets.
She what?
I saw her Instagram posts from the concert.
I had no idea. She lied to me?
Of course you didn't. You never check because you don't want to know. It's easier to just believe everything she says.
Sarah, I
don't want our daughter to end up like Molly, and I don't want her to end up like me either, married to someone who always puts his sister first. Tom, this is your last chance. Think carefully about what should matter most to you. Hey, I heard you're going to Disney World for a family trip. That's so exciting. Yes, since you ruined Lucy's birthday, we're going on a family trip to make it up to her. 3 days at Disney World, just the 3 of us. Oh, is that so? Well then, I'll take responsibility and come along. I'll help make it up to Lucy. What? I'll come and help make the family trip more fun. Plus, I've been wanting to go to Disney World. I've never been. I'm about to lose it with anger. Aw, Sarah, you're scary when you're angry. But trips are always more fun with more people, so it's okay if I come along, right? We can make so many memories together. Well, you have a point. Lucy is still young and might need sudden bathroom breaks. Someone could hold our place in line for popular rides. Having an extra person could be useful.
Leave that to me. I'm great at waiting in lines. So I can come on the Disney trip, right? We're family, so of course I can join family trips. And I'm unemployed, so I have plenty of free time. Perfect timing.
Fine, but non-family members pay their own way.
What? What do you mean by that?
You can come on the family trip, but for me, family means just my husband and daughter. You'll need to pay for your own train tickets, hotel room, and admission fees.
What? Why are you being so stingy? We're family, so you should at least cover that much. I'm unemployed and have no money. How can you be so cruel?
Then maybe you should quietly stay at home. I won't be paying for your trip expenses, period.
Whatever, you're so stubborn, but that's fine. I'll just ask my sweet big brother. I'm sure he'll cover everything for me. He always does.
Sorry, but your sweet big brother isn't here anymore. Molly, I won't be helping you financially. Not with Disney World, not with rent, not with anything.
Huh? Big brother? Is that really you? You can't really mean that.
Sarah's right. Pay for your own travel expenses. If you can't, then give up on coming. It's that simple.
Is that really you, Tom? Is Sarah pretending to be you? Oh, she must be. You'd never talk to me like this.
No, this is me. I've just finally opened my eyes. I've been enabling your behavior for far too long.
No, that can't be right. My big brother would never say something like that. My big brother would definitely pay for my trip. He always takes care of me, right?
I told you, your sweet big brother is gone. No matter how much money trouble you get into, Molly, I won't help you anymore. I realize now that my help has been hurting you all along.
You're just joking. This must be some kind of test. Remember when I was little and you promised you'd always take care of me? You said you'd protect me forever.
That was before I realized I was hurting you by helping you. Before I understood that protection sometimes means letting someone face consequences.
Hurting me? You've never hurt me. You're the only one who understands me. Everyone else is so mean and demanding.
No, I'm the one who's been preventing you from growing up. I've been keeping you dependent on me, and that stops now.
What is wrong with you, Tom? Why are you suddenly saying these horrible things? Did that witch Sarah brainwash you? She's always been jealous of our close relationship.
Don't you dare call my wife names. I finally realized something important. Before spoiling my cute little sister, I should be helping her become independent. That's what a real brother would do.
What? I am independent. I make my own decisions.
When was the last time you paid your own rent? Or bought your own groceries? Or even did your own laundry?
That's different. Times are hard right now. The economy is terrible.
You're truly my precious little sister, Molly. Being 7 years younger made me want to protect you even more. That's why I've given in to your selfish requests so many times. But, do you know how much money I've given you over the years?
Well...
If you're my sister, if you're really grateful to me, you should know the exact amount.
Well, maybe about 4,000? You helped me a lot with rent recently, and there were a few shopping trips.
38,000.
What? Oh, that can't be right. That's impossible.
I'm not stupid enough to just keep lending without keeping track. I've noted down every penny in a spreadsheet, every rent payment, every emergency, every shopping spree. But you don't remember any of it, do you? That means you took it all for granted, without any gratitude. What was the point of me helping you all this time?
Oh no, that was just a joke earlier. Of course I remember, and I was planning to pay it back. I definitely remember how much I borrowed. Every single dollar.
That's great then. Would you mind signing a repayment agreement? I've already drawn up the paperwork.
A repayment agreement? Like, with actual lawyers and stuff?
The spoiling period is over. You haven't repaid a single cent yet, but I'd like to start collecting. We can set up a reasonable payment plan.
Oh, wait a minute. Of course I plan to pay back the money I borrowed, but why do we need an agreement? We're family. We don't need something so formal and cold, big brother. Don't you trust me?
It's because I trust you that I want you to sign. My dear sister wouldn't run away from repaying, right? I believe that, so I won't put any unreasonable repayment terms.
No, that's not what I meant.
Let's start at $5,000 per year. You can manage that much, right? It's less than what you spend on clothes and makeup.
$5,000 a year? That's impossible. I can barely afford to eat.
Why impossible? That's only about $420 per month. Less than your designer bag budget. I've seen your shopping post.
Those bags were gifts from you. You can't count those.
Exactly. Gifts that should have been rent money. Money you should have been saving.
You're being so mean. This isn't like you at all.
So can you afford your portion of the trip expenses? It's just your share. Train ticket, park admission, and hotel room.
Maybe I should skip the trip and start repaying early? Come to think of it, I'm starting a new job soon, so I'll be busy. Yeah, that's it. Too busy for Disney.
You found a new job? That's great. Work hard for your repayments.
This is all your fault. You changed my brother. Turn him back to how he was. He was perfect before you got your claws into him.
I'm just happy my husband finally came to his senses. Thanks for quietly signing the repayment agreement, by the way. I can't believe Tom drew up the paperwork right away. Now we can enjoy our 3-day family trip without worry.
This is the worst. I wanted to go to Disney World too. It's not fair that only you get to go.
We can go together another time after you've paid back all the money you owe our family. Maybe in about 8 years at your current payment schedule.
I'll get it. I'll pay the stupid money back. I'll pay you everything as soon as I can. Just watch me.
Oh, do you have some way to pay?
If I don't have money, I'll make some. I'll just sell your stuff to get it. That'll teach you to be so mean to me.
What?
Super lucky that you'll be gone for 3 days, and I have a copy of Tom's key. I'll spend these 3 days selling anything valuable. This is what you get for turning my brother against me.
What are you planning to do?
Just trying to pay back what I borrowed. Oh, I just found a safe in your room. There must be something valuable in here. Maybe some jewelry I can pawn.
You're already in our house and the safe. No, absolutely not. Please, don't touch that. It's not what you think.
Oh, this safe looks like I could break it open pretty easily. I wonder what's inside. Oh, you're panicking so much. Maybe there are real jewels. Sarah, I didn't know you had such nice things. Maybe I'll find enough to pay off my whole debt at once.
Please stop, Molly. That's not my safe. You don't understand what you're doing.
Time to smash this safe open. Good thing I found that hammer in the garage.
You're kidding. You actually broke it? Oh, please tell me you didn't.
That was surprisingly easy. The lock just snapped right off. Wait, what? There's nothing valuable in here at all. Just some stupid paper stuff and kitty drawings. What a waste of time.
How dare you, you idiot sister? I'll never forgive you. You're no longer my sister or family. When we get back, I'm reporting you to the police, you thief. And don't you dare touch anything else in that box.
Huh? Are you really my big brother? Why are you yelling?
Don't you dare call me big brother anymore, you thief. I don't have a sister anymore. You're nothing but a nasty thieving witch. The same kind of person I've always warned Lucy about.
What? Why are you saying such horrible things to me? I was just trying to pay back the money that I borrowed from you. Who cares if your stingy wife's safe got broken? It's just a cheap safe anyway.
Shut up! That wasn't Sarah's safe. It was Lucy's treasure box. It was our daughter's special box. The one thing she asked for on her birthday.
What? This is just a kid's toy? All this fuss over some kid stuff.
It was her birthday present. She said, "Daddy, I want my own special box to keep my treasures in, like a real princess." She's been collecting her precious memories in there all year. It had originals she made with her friends, a gold medal from preschool, the first tooth she lost, the bracelet her best friend made her. All of Lucy's precious things were in there.
I'm sorry, big brother. I thought it was Sarah's. I had no idea it was Lucy's. I'll buy her a new box, a prettier one.
I told you not to call me big brother anymore. Makes me sick to hear it from you. You've crossed a line that can't be uncrossed.
Sick? That's too mean. I'll replace the toy box right away. Which store sells it? I'll get the fanciest one they have.
That's not the point. Lucy's crying next to me. That's the problem. She's sobbing so hard she can barely breathe. What are you going to do about that? How are you going to replace her memories?
Well...
If you only cause trouble for me, that would be one thing. I'm your real brother, and I'm responsible for spoiling you. But I won't forgive you for hurting Lucy. I've called the police. Don't move until they arrive.
What? The police? Wait, you're joking, right? You wouldn't really turn me into the police, would you, big brother? This is just another test.
How many times do I have to repeat myself? Stop calling me big brother. That relationship ended the moment you broke into my house and destroyed my daughter's treasures.
What? No, you can't mean that.
You clearly don't understand what I'm saying or what you've done. I'll let the police explain everything to you when you see them. Breaking and entering, destruction of property, theft, I'm sure they'll have plenty to discuss with you.
Well, wait, Tom, please don't do that.
You'll be sorry when I get back from this family trip, Molly. You may be family, but I'm not going to let this slide. I'm going to teach you just how wrong it was of you to make my little girl cry.
Molly was taken into custody right there in our house, still holding pieces of Lucy's broken treasure box. After our trip, we filed formal charges. The police detective actually suggested that we handle it within the family since we're relatives, but Tom firmly stated that she wasn't family anymore. The look in his eyes when he said it, I'd never seen him so serious. They seemed to understand the situation perfectly, especially after seeing the little treasures Molly had destroyed, and she was soon arrested. While she's unlikely to serve jail time as a first-time offender, she's been throwing constant tantrums at the police station, alternating between saying she can't live if her brother hates her and begging to be put in jail rather than face having to repay her debts. The officers seem quite tired of her dramatics. The silver lining in all of this is Lucy. She stopped crying almost as soon as we got to Disney World, especially after Tom promised to help her make an even better treasure box when we got home. It's wonderful to finally see him putting his daughter first. She had the time of her life at Disney World, taking pictures with every princess she met and collecting new memories to fill her future treasure box. As for Molly's debts, Tom has hired a lawyer to handle the repayment schedule. He says it's better this way. No more family emotions involved, just business. I'm proud of how far he's come, even though it took such a dramatic event to open his eyes. Sometimes the hardest lessons are the most important ones to learn.
When am I going to be getting my gifts from you? I have been waiting this whole time for you to message me or something about giving me my gifts, Ruby.
What? Your gifts?
You've heard about how Richard is moving up in the world at work, right? I thought it was pretty normal for a mom to want to give her son and his wife gifts after succeeding as much as he has. Things like a nice watch and jewelry, or maybe money to go out to a really fancy dinner. Is that not going to be coming to us or something?
I've heard about him getting that promotion, but I'm sorry, Leah. My family's never been really that big on celebrating things like that, at least not with gifts.
What? So you're telling me there are no presents or anything coming from you then? I've been waiting this whole time for something to come, though.
I feel that Richard would be far more happy to get a gift from you for his success than from me. So please treat him to something nice as his wife.
Huh? Why do I have to be the one to treat him to a gift? I've been the one supporting him day and night so that he could get that promotion. In other words, his success is the result of both our hard work. I should be getting treated to something for his success as well and not have to be the one treating him.
What?
This is why I want you to do something for once and treat us for our success. I've been waiting a long time now for you to send me some kind of a text about the presents we should be receiving.
Excuse me?
And one other thing. Could you hurry it up with the money we need to pay for our wedding? I have been waiting for you to get back to me about that for a long time now. I've already sent you the cost of the wedding and everything like that, so get to it and get that money over to us.
Wait a second. What do you mean you want money from me for your guys' wedding as well? We were just talking about Richard's promotion, and now we've jumped over to talking about your guys' wedding?
You say we jumped to it like this came out of nowhere for you. Isn't it normal for you, the mother of Richard, to be the one helping us pay for his wedding?
What?
What is going on with these reactions of yours? Are you going to tell me now that this is also something you guys don't do in your family?
Well, normally it's the husband and wife that'll end up paying for the wedding, right? I can totally agree with us paying a small portion of the wedding costs, but I will most certainly not be paying for the whole thing.
Why not? This wedding is going to be the wedding of your oldest son, right? The wedding of the very important firstborn son of your family, right? Yet you're trying to tell me that you're not going to be paying for his whole wedding? This is very strange if you ask me.
I can see what you're trying to get at there, but this family does not treat the firstborn any different from the rest of my children. And in this family, he doesn't get treated any better or raised any differently in the hopes he'll someday be taking over a family business.
But it is a fact that Richard is the firstborn son of your household, right? Which means when you ever have a problem or something goes sideways, he's the first person you'll be relying on, right?
Well, that's because he's family. We will get in touch with him whenever there's something we need.
then I think right now is the best time to show your thanks to us for the future of us always having to be there for you. Don't you? If you don't start showing us how much you want our help, then expect for your future to not be as bright as you might be hoping.
What was that?
Now hurry it up and get that money ready for us. This is the wedding of your very important firstborn son, after all.
Hey, Richard, have you and Leah really not saved up any money for your wedding? And that's why you and her were showing me how much the wedding would cost in total?
What? What are you talking about? I thought it was pretty obvious that I'd be paying for her wedding. If me, the groom, won't be the one paying for the wedding, then who will be?
What? Are you sure?
Of course I'm sure. Wait, did you think me showing you the bill for the wedding meant that I was waiting for you guys to pay for it? Oh, sorry about that, Mom. Leah had just been whining in my ear over and over about showing you how much the wedding would cost. So to get her to shut up, I went and showed you to the bill and all that.
Well, if that's the case, then okay. But are you really going to be able to pay for all of it? Because I was just told by Leah herself that she wanted me to start getting the money for the whole wedding prepared and sent over to her.
What? Leah said that to you?
Yeah, I was shocked when she told me that.
Wait. Leah doesn't have a reason to be saying something like that to you, right? What's going on with you, Mom?
What?
I plan on paying for the whole wedding myself, and Leah should already know about that. Yet you're now telling me she comes to you and asks that you pay for the whole wedding? There's something not quite right about that, Mom.
But I really did receive a text from her saying that. She thinks that because you're the oldest son in the family, your parents should be the one paying for your wedding. Ah, and she was saying that us paying for the wedding would be for your dad's and my future as well. Richard, please don't tell me you're not telling me the whole story here and that you really are trying to get money from your dad and I right now?
I would never do something like that to you guys. And your guys' future? We aren't planning on ever moving in with you guys or anything then. So I'm not sure why you giving us money for the whole wedding means anything there. Even you and Dad want me living in my own separate house in the future, right?
Well, I hope that's the case then. But why would she bring something like that up with me when she should already be aware of your plans?
I'm not really sure myself, but perhaps there was something I said that made her a bit confused? Or maybe... could this be her feeling a bit nervous about getting married to me and all that? We are planning on having a very expensive wedding, so perhaps the cost of the wedding is making her worried about our future together?
According to that bill, it sure does seem like you two want to have one gorgeous and extravagant wedding. $80,000 for a wedding is almost 3 times as much as your dad and I spent on ours. We are both very surprised by that amount.
Oh, well, I might have gone a little overboard in order to impress Leia more. She has always been really good with her money and has saved up a lot in her life so far. When we'd go out on dates, she'd never ask that I pay all that much. And when it came to giving her presents, she never asked for anything all too expensive. When it came to her engagement ring, she told me to keep the price of it very low.
Wow, is that right?
So I'm starting to think that me asking for this huge wedding is a bit of a mistake on my part. Before she told me that we didn't even need to have a wedding or anything. But of course, I can't marry her and not give her a wedding. Also, I'm really looking forward to seeing her in a white wedding dress. I also told her that our parents would really look forward to us having a wedding, so we should be doing it for them as well. That at least got her feeling all right about us having this whole wedding.
No, wait a minute. You had to tell her that in order to get her to allow you two to have a wedding? You've made it look as though it's your dad and I that want you guys having this wedding, and less about what you both want? I can see now why she really wanted us to pay for it.
Wait, you think so? Oh. Well, I'm sure you guys really have been wanting me to have this wedding, right? You're going to be given the chance to see your son get married to a wonderful woman.
Well, of course we're happy about that.
Anyway, you and Dad don't have to worry about paying for anything, all right? You guys already know I'm making enough to pay for everything, no problem. So you can just ignore anything else Leah tells you.
I cannot believe that you guys didn't even give us a single penny for this wedding. What the hell is going on here, Ruby?
What?
Once the wedding was over, I went and looked inside that envelope you handed Richard. All you gave us was $10,000. Are you trying to make us feel bad or something? Even when not paying for the whole wedding like you should be, I expected at least $30,000 from you and your husband. This was the wedding of your firstborn, and this is how we're going to be treated? What is wrong with you?
Now, could you please calm down there, Leah? That $10,000 was meant to be quite a lot from us too. Also, it seems that you are still a bit confused on what happened with your wedding, so I'll explain this again. In this family, my husband and I do not treat our firstborn kids differently from the rest of the kids. So please do not keep expecting us to give him some sort of special treatment or anything because of that.
But this is your oldest's wedding, right? And he'll be the one getting everything from you guys later on, right? On the internet, it says that the firstborn son is always treated with the most respect in the family. That's why I assumed you guys would be paying for his whole wedding.
What?
At the start, I never wanted us to have a wedding. Richard kept going on about how he'd use his savings to pay for the whole thing, but we're already married, and that means his money is my money now. So even if he's willing to pay for the whole thing, it's my money that's being used to do so. But he told me that we had to have a wedding because you and your husband have really been looking forward to one. So I just assumed that you guys would be the ones paying for this whole wedding on our behalf. Then my money wouldn't have to be wasted on anything, and I could use it for myself.
I can see there are a lot of things going on here. I think that the reason for all this confusion is due to you misunderstanding him. But also, you seem to think that all the money he made while single has become yours now? Also, that reason for thinking my husband and I should be paying for his whole wedding?
Shut up! I'm not going to listen to some old hag nag me about any confusion when she didn't even fork over a single penny for the wedding.
Did you just call me an old hag?
I've had enough of this. Before today, you didn't give us anything to celebrate your son's promotion, and now you're not paying for any of the wedding. If you're just going to turn a blind eye to your firstborn son and his wife like that, then I'll be doing the same thing to you guys. He and I are now married, so we're not going to bother with you anymore. Don't expect us to ever be there for you guys in the future when you're both old and frail, requiring our care, you old penny-pinching hag.
So now you're calling me a penny-pinching old hag? You act very different when my son is not around to witness you. I'm not sure what about the way you act makes you the wonderful woman he always bragged about.
Huh? You think I'm really that stupid to ever act like this in front of the man who thinks I'm calm and cute? The reason that I married him is because he likes me and I like him. I never got married to him to try and impress you and your husband, all right?
And so far, I can tell you're trying to do anything but impress me. I want presents. I want money.
And I have every right to be asking that from you. I'm the wife of your very important firstborn son. That's why I ask all of that from you. I hear all the time about how the firstborn son is supposed to be treated the best by his parents. And of all my friends that are married to the firstborn son, they always go on and on about how wonderful life is being spoiled by their in-laws. Some of them even got their house from their in-laws or a brand new car. And that's why I was thinking by being married to Richard, I would be blessed with the exact same things.
That's a rather presumptuous hope that you have there. I understand that there are families out there that favor their oldest son most over anyone else. But hearing his wife say that she wants that from us, his parents?
Well, I'm not going to hope from that from you guys anymore, so relax. But because of that, I want you and your husband to never ask anything from us. I'm not going to care for you in your old age when you're going to keep on acting like the penny-pinching old hag that you are. Since this is all going so well, how about we both cut ties to you guys as well? Excuse me? Well, you and your husband don't seem to want to do anything for us anymore, so all you are now is in the way of our beautiful future as husband and wife. And I don't want to have to deal with either of you getting in the way of Richard and I when you're too old to go to the toilet yourselves. Caring for your old butt is a big N-O from me. I'm going to have us cut ties to your moneyless butts right away. Well, then Richard can say goodbye to that promotion he got. What? I completely understand now what you seem to think of my husband and I. I'm not sure where your values lie when it comes to being part of our family and his wife, but from what I heard you just say to me, you only want to be around his in-laws if they're willing to hand you everything on a silver platter. If that's all you're here for, then we'll cut ties to both of you as well. And us cutting ties to you both means that Richard will no longer get his promotion. Then we might even have him quit his job at the company. Huh? I have no idea what's going on now. What exactly are you trying to say to me that would make me think you could ever decide that for Richard? Well, I have the ability to talk to the CEO about this and have him take that promotion away. Huh? You can talk to the CEO? That's right. Do you understand what I'm talking about now then? I'm the CEO of the company he's working for after all, so I can just tell myself to take that promotion from him and boom, it's gone. So if we're cutting ties to one another here, then he doesn't need that pretty little promotion he was gifted. And I can't just have him work for my company any longer as my son if we're going to be cutting ties to one another like you said. So I'll have him leave his position in the company as well. Wait, what is all this? I still cannot understand what's going on here. You're his CEO? Ruby? And Richard works for you? Is that right? I never heard a single thing about this, though. I'm sure you haven't, Leah. And that's because Richard never wanted to tell anyone about it. What? Actually, in his past, he had his one girlfriend that ended up talking with him about all of this, and that turned her behavior from being a lover for him into being a lover for his money. He also told some of his friends about my position as a CEO, and soon after that, they would never stop asking to borrow money from him. That soon became a real problem for him. So when he entered my company and started working, he made sure not to say a thing about his situation to anyone. That's why even in the company, there's not a single person that knows about Richard being my son. What? Nobody knows about who he is then? When being hired by the company, he made sure to practice hard and take the same interviews as everyone else. And this promotion he just received a few weeks ago was also due to his own abilities and wasn't just handed to him over nothing. But that's too bad for him. All that work he put in was for nothing now because his wife wants for both his parents to leave him alone forever. Poor guy. I feel bad doing this to him, but I have no other choice now. You are the one pressuring for us to cut ties to you both, just like you want to do to us now. This is such an unfortunate turn of events for everyone involved. Wait. I didn't actually hear anything about this being a thing. I just wanted to be a good wife for Richard, yet I was never told all of this important information by anyone. I never knew he was the son of a CEO like you. I'd actually been wanting to tell you all about this for the past few months now. But Richard wanting things to stay a secret from you, and so I had no choice but to keep my mouth shut as well. I feel so bad about that, but he is your husband, and this is all what he wanted. There's no way. I'll make sure to go and talk with Richard about both him leaving the company for me and about how we're all going to be cutting ties to one another now. Now you and him live a wonderful life together as husband and wife for me, please. Wait, please. I think I might have misunderstood some things. I was just comparing what all my friends had to what I was getting, and it made me feel terrible. And, well, that led to me thinking of you as some penny-pinching old hag, and that's why we started to treat you so poorly. All right, I understand that. I happen to have lots of friends with mother-in-laws just like that as well. They're married to the firstborn son, and they get treated to all sorts of things by their in-laws. Even getting money from their in-laws whenever they ask for it. Right? And that's why I totally understand how you must have felt when you married my oldest son and became my daughter-in-law.
But the way you acted out at me was both rude and childish. So I'm no longer going to sit around and take it from you. I can't anymore, actually. It's one thing for you to want this kind of treatment from his parents, but it's something completely different when you start to call me horrible names and threaten me with cutting ties to us. Right? You've really made me think twice about you now as my daughter-in-law. I hope you won't ask me to forgive you now after all those heartless things you've just been saying about me. I'll make sure that Richard is no longer working for me in the next few days. Have a wonderful day, Leah.
Thank you for coming to the wedding yesterday. Also, thank you for talking with me about all those things. I never thought that Leah would be saying such things to you behind my back. It's so hard for me to take in even now.
I can totally understand it's hard for you. You have been in love with her so much, and she was what you thought to be the one meant for you.
But even if it's hard for me to accept, it's a fact that she acted way too far out of line then. That's why I'll be handing in my 2 weeks' notice really soon here. I hope you make sure to handle all that then after for me.
Wow, you seem to be completely fine with what I'd wanted yesterday then. I thought you'd be against leaving the company and would instead divorce her in order to save your job.
Well, I'm partially to blame for all this as well. I was the one that pressured her into having the wedding by telling her you guys and my parents were really looking forward to one. Had it all been her fault, then maybe I'd be wanting a divorce right about now. Also, we only just had the wedding yesterday. I was actually wanting to find myself a new job in the next year or two, so this will make for the perfect chance to do just that.
What? You were thinking about leaving my company for another job?
While working for you, I've always been a bit worried about someone finding out that I'm your son and all that. Especially during this recent promotion, I was really worried someone would think I didn't obtain it with my own strength, and that there was something else at play. Really, I just think I'd feel better working somewhere else besides your company. I hate to say that because, in all honesty, I don't think it would be that big of a deal if people within the company found out I'm your son. But then again, I don't want to deal with all the hassle.
Richard.
So, with what's happened recently, I think I'll make this the perfect opportunity to leave your company. I'll find myself a new company to work for, and there I'll continue to work hard so that I can get back up to the same level I left your company at. I want to know that there is nobody within the company who thinks I was handed all my promotions. I think that alone will make work a lot more relaxing for me.
That's a very good thing to do then for yourself. I know that once you leave, I won't be able to watch your back anymore, but at the same time, you seem to be very responsible for yourself, so I know you'll be just fine. And of course, I never once handed you anything while you worked for me, so I have full confidence that you can work your way up in a new company in no time.
Thank you, Mom. I'll do my best. I just hope that after everything that's happened with you and Leah, you don't think of her as a complete witch. I've learned a lot about her bad habits now, but I know deep down she still has all those good things I love about her. So I'll make sure, as her husband, that she works harder to fix those habits and turn herself into an even better woman.
If that's what you want to do, then I support you fully. But that support will only come from my heart, as for the time being, I won't be coming anywhere near you and her.
I am so sorry about what happened yesterday. After that, I had a lot to talk about with Richard, and he told me a bunch more. From what it sounds like, you really are the CEO of the company he's working for. I am so sorry for acting like such a reckless person yesterday without ever knowing a thing about you.
You really don't have to apologize to me like that. After a good night's sleep last night, I have been able to move past what happened then and am totally okay now.
then that means the both of us can start working towards becoming really close as a family. We can completely forget about everything that went down, and both you and I can become really good friends.
Oh my, is that what that's all about? I thought you saw no merit in being part of my family. Aren't I supposed to be that penny-pinching old hag that you continue to call me all the time?
What?
I might not be upset about what happened yesterday anymore, but that does not mean I'm just going to forget about it. I'm sure you might have different opinions now compared to yesterday, but we promised to cut ties to one another, and that's what's going to happen. Isn't that all you wanted from me when we finished our little conversation yesterday?
You have to be kidding me, right? Can't we just forget about wanting to do any of that?
I happen to be a CEO and have a lot of things to do with the company I run, so there's no time for me to be playing games with you or your feelings anymore.
No, I'm really sorry that you feel that way about all that. I'll apologize to you in person for all that, okay? So please just forget I ever mentioned wanting us to cut ties.
I can't do that anymore. I told you I don't have time for games, and right now what you're asking me to do is continue with your games. And I've already gone and started working on ending my son's position within the company. He was the one that handed me his 2-week notice just a little bit ago, so there's really no stopping it now.
What? He's already handed you his 2-week notice?
He was right on it after we talked. Let me tell you, even he had been wanting to leave my company, so there were no hard feelings.
That's a lie. Why would he want to leave your company like that? If he does that, he's giving up any chance he had of becoming the next CEO after you leave, right? That means I'll never be able to become the wife of a successful CEO in the future then.
He was never going to just become the next CEO after me, Leah. If he were to work even harder and show me that he wanted the position, then I'd totally be fine with him having it. But now that he's told me he had plans to leave the company for months now, I can see even he doesn't want to become the next CEO. And I'm totally okay with that, because I'd rather make someone from within my company the next CEO, as they're showing me they want to support this company with their everything.
What should I do? I was thinking this was my chance to become the wife of a CEO, but because of what I've done, I've led my husband to leave his mother's company, forfeiting any chance he had at becoming this next CEO.
You really did throw away your one and only chance.
Please, allow me to get him to stay within your company instead of leaving it. Then will you please let him be the next CEO? If you can do that for me, then I'll make sure to be the best daughter-in-law you've ever had.
No, thank you. I happen to be this really bad, penny-pinching old hag, so I would never accept even your most sincere apologies. Therefore, let that be my goodbye to you now. After that, Leah tried her hardest to both get Richard to stay within my company and to get me to turn back from wanting to cut ties to her. But then Richard told her one day to cut her crap and take responsibility for the words she'd said to me before. He told her that if she continued to try and get closer to me, that he'd divorce her, because he cannot trust a woman to be his wife who thinks they can just take their words back in an instant and change their attitude like she was trying to do. Following that, Leah stopped trying to fix the mess she created for herself and now cries day and night about losing her one and only chance to become the wife of a CEO. When it comes to Richard, he was able to find himself a new job in just a few weeks, although he won't be making nearly as much as he was before. However, the anxiety of being the son of the CEO was no longer bothering him there, and he was able to relax while doing his job.
Thank you for watching till the end. If you felt good about this video, like the video. If you didn't like it, let me know why in the comments. Subscribe too. Your likes and subs lead to our motivation. We have so many videos on our channel as well, so go ahead and take a look. See you in the next video.